Find the equation in factor form of the polynomial whose graph is given below. Here we got the graph. Use the smallest degree possible. Looking at this graph intersects x-axis at 2, at 0, here is at -1, and here is -3. Okay, so based on 2 we got factor x minus 2. Based on 0 we got x minus 0, which is just x. I'm writing here. Based on -1, by the way, at 0 it touches and comes back. When it intersects, okay, goes through this point, that means our degree is 1 or 3 or 5, and we are using the smallest as 1. But at 0, that's the x minus 0, by the way, it touches and just comes back, just touches x-axis. So x minus 0, quantity is squared or fourth, so we are using the lowest, so x is squared. Okay, it was x minus 0, touches means x minus 0 is squared, which is just x is squared. Okay, and based on this -1, it intersects, it goes through, so x minus -1, so plus 1. And here is -3, just intersects again, x minus -3, so plus 3. This will be all, I mean, these are the all factors that produce these zeros, and we can have some constant in the front, so we have to put a, some constant to be determined. That will be the equation of this polynomial. So y equals unknown a and all these factors, and these factors are based on the zeros. Here is -3, so x plus 3, degree 1 or 3, x minus 1, x minus -1, so x plus 1, x minus 0 is squared, so just x is squared, and x minus 2. Now an a, just a constant. So to determine this a, we're going to use this point on the graph, because we know at x -2, y value is 16. So writing x -2 and y 16, we should be able to get the value of a. Okay, so using -2, 16, so y is 16 equals a times x is squared, means -2 is squared. -2 is squared is positive 4. Okay, so -2 quantity is squared, by the way. Then the next is we are plugging in x equals -2. -2 minus 2, -4. -2 plus 1, -1 times -2 plus 3. -2 plus 3 is positive 1. So the 16 equals, let's multiply these numbers. Negative, 2 negatives, positive. 4 times 4, 16 times 1, 16. So a times 16, or 16 times a. Okay, now we divide both sides by 16. Then a equals 16 over 16, 1. Okay, now we plug this a back here. So thus the answer is what then? Y equals, a is 1, no need to write, x is squared, x minus 2, x plus 1, x plus 3. Final answer.